Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gloria. This is Yoga with Gloria. And I just got back from a nice walk outside because we had horrible air quality for the whole week and we're stuck inside. So I had vivid dreams of blue skies. And it's not totally perfect air quality, but it's yellow instead of red or burgundy, really bad quality. So anyways, I don't know how long it'll last, so I took my daughter with me. So let's go up. And now I have a new appreciation for just simple things like blue sky, smoke-free air. Well, actually, I think there's still ash in there. Oh, today we're going to do a full body flow. And please remember to still continue sharing my channel and give it a thumbs up, please. Thank you. And again, I want to thank all my Patreons for supporting me, making it possible to make these live streams. So if you would also like to help support me in making these free yoga full hour classes, there's information under the video's description on how you can help. All right, please say hello. Let me know where you're from. Hello, Karen Phillips from Sunnyvale, local, yeah. And John and Suresh and May and Fernanda. Welcome. Let's take a twist here. So Barbara, hello Barbara, and we're going to twist the other way. Hi Alice and Monica. Okay, so now we're going to take our ear to the shoulder. And we'll slowly begin to nod our head forward and back. So feeling any tension and tightness, try to erase feelings of tension and tightness on the side of your neck. Oh, hello, Karen. Finally got some blue sky again, so thinking maybe you're out cycling. Let's go chin to the chest and other side. And let's go slowly nodding forward and back, trying to release some of those lines of tension that we often carry here, right on the neck. So if your neck is really tight, you can just do chin to the chest and then ear to the shoulder, chin to the chest, ear to the shoulder. If you're okay with taking full circles, you can either take your hands down like this, or you can grab forearms or do this. And you'll just drop your ear to the shoulder and take some slow circles in one direction. And then take it the opposite direction. So the key is to stay relaxed so you don't strain your neck. You might hear some snap, crackle, pop And release. All right, you're going to turn and over to your left, my right. And back to center, and then turn to your right, my left. And release. All right, let's go ahead and close our eyes now. Just tune into our breath and our body before we begin. On the inhale, let your belly expand. On the inhale, and relax on the exhale. Nice full deep in. A nice complete breath out. And let's slowly begin to deepen our breath. Let's inhale, fill all the way up to the collarbones with air. Hold it for a moment, your breath. And then open your mouth, blow it out. 2 more times, inhale. Holding it at top. Opening your mouth, blow it out. 1 more time, inhale. Holding your breath on top. A little longer if you can. Lift your chest and take the sides of your neck back. Open your mouth, blow it out. Hands in front of your heart, drop your gaze, and take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. Let's seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. All right. Welcome, Dan and Roseanne. Let's start in a child's pose. So we'll bring our knees wide, big toes touching, and forehead on the floor. And let's go ahead and walk our hands over to the left. So let's bring your left forearm down, right fingertips, your head down, and then isometrically drag your right fingertips back towards the right knee. Feel that nice stretch, maybe all the way into that right armpit. Good, other side. So off the mat, your right forearm, and then bring your left fingertips down, your head down, and isometrically drag your left fingertips back. Sit your hips down. let's come on up. So spread your fingers wide. We'll do a little cat-cow here. Warming up the spine. Drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round your back. Tuck the tailbone under. Drop your belly, looking up. Round your back. Tuck the tailbone under. And if you like, you can flip your fingers over for the carpal tunnel muscles. Claw the floor. If it's too much of a stretch for your forearms and wrists, walk your hands a little closer to your knees. Otherwise, you can do cat-cow here with lion's breath with your fingers turned, pointing your knee. Inhale. Exhale, stick your tongue out, draw the belly in, and let out all your breath. And last time. All right, so turn your fingers forward and bring your knees together. And you're going to take a thread the needle, right arm up, make a fist and circles. And you're going to thread it through. So bring your right side of the head to the mat as if there were a pillow there. So isometrically dragging the right shoulder back. So you may stay here, or you can reach your left arm up. And you can stay here in this nice stretch. If you want to do a little more, left leg straight, lift it up. You may fall over and be okay with that. Slowly bring that leg forward, maybe right into your hand or maybe onto the floor. And then pull the right shoulder back into the sockets. And then take your top arm up. And if it's okay, you can take it behind you, roll your shoulder back. And release. All right, let's try the other side. Left arm up. Make fists and circles. Thread the needle. Left forehead, left side of your head to the floor. Isometrically dragging your left shoulder back. Maybe you like it here. You can stay here. Maybe you want to reach your right arm to the top. And maybe straighten the right leg. Maybe lift it up. And maybe bring it down. And take your hand up and back if it's available. And release. All right. And from there, let's come on down to your belly. Come on to Sphinx pose. So your forearms are down, parallel to each other. We'll warm up the core a little bit here. Spread your fingers wide. And you're going to tuck your toes under. We'll do 8-point plank. So pressing down with your forearms. You're going to round up your back. Lift your pelvis off the floor, your upper thighs off the floor. Keep your knees and your toes on the floor. And you want to press down with your elbows so much that it's almost like you're doing cat pose. So that part, protract the shoulder blades away from each other. Between your shoulder blades are lifting up higher than your hips. And you want to squeeze your knees together, squeeze your elbows together. Shaking is good. That's when you're doing it right. And then see if you can isometric. If it's not enough for you, you're going to isometrically drag your elbows down towards your knees So you get a really good shake there. Three more breaths. Good. Come on down. And shimmy side to side. So we'll do that maybe 1 or 2 more times. So palms flat down, or you can even do fists if you like. But you're going to round up just like this. It's almost like a plank type of position, like top of a push-up, but you're on your forearms. So just go ahead and squeeze your knees together. Squeeze your elbows together. Let it shake. Keep pressing down with the forearms. Your neck should be in line with your spine. So don't let it drop like a bowling ball. Let's do 3 more breaths here. And slowly come down. All right. These are very effective. They're better than us doing a bunch of bicycles or something. So just knock 3 of these out in a row, maybe like 20 seconds each or so, maybe 30. All right, one last time because I like pairs of 3 here. Curl under. You're doing fists or forearms, and then we're done. Here we go. Rolling up, warming up the core, strengthening from the insides, guys. Really press down with the forearms. Squeeze the knees together. Squeeze the elbows down towards the knees. Draw the belly in. Are you shaking? If you're not shaking, let's try to go a little harder. Of course, if you're too tired, you can just drop down. We have 3 more breaths. 2. Last breath. And slowly come down. Whew. All right. If you're not sweating, you didn't work hard enough. Let's go side to side here. All right. Let's come on down. Chin down. Let's bring your hands behind you. If you can, you're going to clasp your hands together. Ready to open up that chest. Lift up your shoulders. If you can, straighten the arms. If you can, lift your arms away from your body. Your feet are still on the floor. And come down. Now we're going to do cactus arms, chin down. And we're going to lift up like goalpost arms. And then we're going to make a Y with your arms. And you're going to pull it down like a W. And then a Y. And then pull it down like lat pull down like a W. Lift your chest one more time. A Y and a W. And come down. Good for your posture. And then you're going to come into either Sphinx pose again or Cobra pose. So roll your shoulders back. Elbows slightly bent, drawing the elbows in towards your ribs. Tops of your feet pressing into the floor. No pinching in the low back, otherwise come back down. You're going to turn and look over your left shoulder. Turn and look over your right shoulder. And then let's pop into downward facing dog. So you're going to pedal your feet. So bend your left knee and try to take your right heel down to the floor. And then bend the right knee, try to take the left heel down to the floor. And then come on tippy toes as high as you can. Take your head through your arms if you can. And then sending both heels down. See how far they can go. Come on to tippy toes and shift both heels to the left so you have a nice side body stretch. Heel toe to the left. press more weight in the left arm. Lift up the body like downward dog. Keep that shape. Other side. Heels to the right. Press more to your right palm. Lift your hips up. Ears are still between your arms. Back to center. Feet together, right leg lifts. Bring it forward. Left leg steps forward. Forward fold. Hands right underneath you, and you're going to walk your hands over off your mat to the left. So if you cannot touch the floor, you can use a block, a soup can. This morning someone was using a toilet paper roll. Or if you don't have any of those, go ahead and grab your elbows and you can just swing over like this. Okay. And over to the other side. Feel that nice stretch in the left side body. Try to keep your weight in your heels and your feet. Back to center. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. You're going to bend the left knee and twist over to the right. If it's hard for you to twist and you can't touch the floor, you can bring your elbow to the knee on the left side, and that'll help you. Twist. Other side, bend the right knee and twist. Again, if you need a modification, bring your elbow to the knee and twist. Oh, hello, Teresa from East Coast. Thank you for joining us. And back to center. And let's circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. And let's circle the arms. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. We'll do a couple rounds of sun salutations. Just warm up. Right foot back, left foot back, lower to your belly. Let's find a cobra and a downward dog. Right leg steps forward. Left leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Let's dive just straight down. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Left leg back. Right leg back. Chaturanga or to your belly. Cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. Left leg steps forward. Right leg steps forward. And circle the arms up. One more round coming down. Right leg back, left leg back. Chaturanga is halfway or to your belly. Cobra. And downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward. Left leg steps forward. And circle the arms up. Dive it down. Left leg back. Right leg back. Lower to your belly or to cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. Left leg steps forward. Right leg steps forward. And circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Okay, let's bend our knees, sink our hips for chair pose, Utkatasana. Oh, hi, May. Thanks for joining. And then from here, you're going to clasp your hands behind you and try to straighten the arms, straighten the legs. If you need to, you can take a belt between your hands. Lift your knuckles up to the sky, open up your chest. Look over your left shoulder, Look over your right shoulder. Get hands to the floor, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump. Chaturanga, cobra, and downward dog. Let's take your right leg up, three-legged dog. You're going to bend it and stack it if you can. Lift your right knee as high as you can. Look under your left underarm. And feel the right hip flexor stretch. And let's bring it forward. Come on up for high lunge. Crescent pose. Okay, I'm going to face the same way as you. So you're both like this. The right leg is forward. The back heel is lifted. You're going to grab your left wrist. Lift it straight up. And you're going to try to bend over to the right without falling. Feel that nice opening in the left side body. So staying there, holding your balance if you can. Ribs are over your hips. The only thing I want to move is that back heel. So if you can keep your balance, lift that back heel up and then back down. Nice and controlled for 6, 5. If you can't do this, then don't worry about it. Just do crescent. 3 more. 2. And 1. Come on back. Arms behind you. Reach forward. Reach your arms alongside your ear if you can. And then drop your left hand down. Easy twist. Let's step it back. Nice strong plank. Let's drop your elbow down, your right elbow down, and then bring your left hand and your right hand. 2 more times, elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Last time, elbow, elbow. Let's just stay here. Bend your knees, and you can come into Sphinx pose. Or cobra. A little deeper, getting into your cobra. And downward facing dog. Good, let's inhale through your nose and out your mouth. Nice audible sigh. Let your body release. Left leg comes straight up. As high as you can. 3-legged dog. Bend the left knee and then stack your hips one over the other. You should feel a nice hip flexor stretch on the left side. See if you can turn the gaze under the right underarm. Lifting the left knee as high as you can. Coming onto your right tippy toes. And then bring it forward. Come on up for crescent pose. Or Jawad, welcome. Inhale, exhale. Root down through your feet. Good, so you want to keep your hips squared forward. And then grab your right wrist with your left hand. You want to keep your balance. So if it's hard to balance, just stay here in crescent pose. Or you can bend the knee to the floor. Okay, so those are your options. So if you can, keep that balance. Slowly, slowly, slowly arc over to the left. Keep your ribs over those hips. Keep your balance and slowly move that back heel up and down 6 times with control. All right, good job. Coming back, palms facing forward, open up your chest, squeeze those posture muscles behind you, lean forward about 45 degrees. And then swim the arms forward alongside the ear. If it's too hard, bring it back. 3 breaths, 2 breaths. Last one. Right hand down, easy twist. All right, quarter turn to the right. I'll just turn around. So Prasarita, both feet are parallel to each other and you're just gonna fold over. So if it's too hard, you can put a chair here or a block. If your head can touch the floor, you can go there. And some of you have a headstand practice. You're welcome to go up for a few if you like. Otherwise, you can just put some pressure on the crown of your head and you can bring your wrists right under your elbows. The elbows at a 45-degree angle. Your feet are parallel and you're spinning your inner thighs back. And lift and lengthen. You're going to take your left hand my left hand right under. I don't know if you're mirroring me or not. And then you're going to just turn the whole body, the chest, torso over. Let's do 6, 5. Hello, Peter. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, let's switch, other side. So look at the difference. Instead of just lifting my arm up like this, you want to turn the whole torso to whatever arm is lifted. So my left, I'm turning to the left and back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then we're going to quarter turn to the right. Let's set up for warrior 1. Come on up. Good. Let's pat ourselves on the back with the left hand. And we're going to take the elbow behind us and press our head back to open up. It's our anti-computer pose right here. You can stay here, or you can slowly wiggle your hands up here, or you can grab a belt. If you have a belt, you would do it like this. And then you're going to release your left hand, grab opposite elbows, most people, or you can reverse namaste. Swim your hands up, straighten both legs. If you need to, you can step the back leg a little closer. So you're going to try to balance here. If you need to take your hands to the couch or a table or 2 blocks, go for it. Coming down, balancing. Good, let's bring fingertips to the floor. And you're just going to pulse here. Bow over the front leg for 10 more. 9. And feel those hamstrings softening each time. Good. We're going to pause here. Walk your hands back if you can, forehead to the shin. 3 breaths. Parsvottanasana. Okay, you're going to lift and lengthen, so super straight spine. Your hands are going to be right underneath your right knee. Then you're going to take your right hand into the right hip and move it back. Most people's hips have moved away from being square. Take your hand on your sacrum here and just turn the whole chest to the right. And if you're able to do the full pose for a revolved triangle, slide your hand down to the outer edge of your foot and extend the arm up. So you might have it on the inner side. You might lift the back heel if you need to. Do what you can to make the pose work for you. Most people draw the belly in a little more. Take your right hip back. You'll feel a nice IT band stretch on the right side. 3 more breaths. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Let's come on down. Bring that back knee to the floor. And we'll interlace our fingers. We'll come into low lunge here. Feel the left hip flexor stretch. So you can hold static or you can pulse a little bit, back off and then come a little deeper. Back off a little deeper. One more time. And again, staying here or undulate asana, arms overhead, big reach up. And release. A little twist here, left hand straight down, or you can go deeper, elbow hooks past your knee, deeper twist. Namaste your arms. Maybe lift up off the back knee, high lunge twist. Maybe open the arms, make it harder. Reverse bind if you have an empty stomach, which I don't. Okay, and release. Step it back. You can do child's pose, you can do downward dog, or if you have energy, take a chaturanga, a cobra, and a downward facing dog. Do a couple breaths here. We'll move on to the other side. All right. And then from whichever resting position you're at, you're going to curl your toes under for downward dog. Feet together, left leg lifts. Bring it forward. Spin the back heel down for warrior 1. So reach your arms up over your head. Back heel is down, heel to heel alignment. Your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Hips are squared forward. If you're not sure if your hips are squared, take your hands to your hips. Keep the gaze forward. Keep your hands on your hips and then bring your elbows forward. Can you see both your elbows? If you are tilted like this, I can't see my right. If you're tilted like this, I can't see my left. So just peripherally check out the elbows and turn your body until you see both. All right. From there, let's take your right hand up. Pat yourself on the back for making time for yoga today. For self-care, let's take your elbow behind your head. Press your head back into the elbow, opening up your shoulder. And left hand can, if you can reach, take a full bind, or you can use a towel, a shirt, your ponytail, whatever it helps connect your shoulders. So you have a nice rotator cuff stretch here with the shoulders. The left shoulder is getting that nice internal rotation. The right one, the external. Good. You're going to release your right hand. So either grab opposite elbows or swim both hands up. Namaste. Make sure it doesn't hurt your wrists. You can actually do open hand if you like. All right. You can step the back foot forward a little bit to help square the hips forward. Sometimes you can just turn the back toes to also face a little forward, a little more forward, but the back heel is still down. It's still warrior one, but you can just tweak it a bit for your benefit. Straighten the front leg, hinge forward with a straight back. Again, if you need help, your hands can go to the wall or a chair, sofa, or to 2 blocks. Get hands to the floor. Just going to pulse it here a little bit. Keep taking that left hip back, straightening the right leg and pulsing into your hamstrings. Do 8 more little pumps. Good. If you can, you're going to walk your hands back, forearms to the shin for Parsvottanasana, or you'll just have a static hold. 3 breaths. All right, lift and lengthen. Hands under the shin, draw the belly in. Left hand, push that left hip back so the hips are squared. Makes a huge difference. You should feel it in the hamstring. Lift your chest, spin the whole torso to the left, and then arm up. And if you can, slide your hand to the outside edge of your foot. So if it's really easy for you, you are probably doing regular triangle and not revolved triangle. So make sure whatever foot is in front of you, you're turning in that direction. So it should be kind of hard. You should feel this IT band stretch. Keep drawing the belly in, taking that left hip back. 3 more breaths. Billy, hello, welcome. This is good for your IT band here. And slowly release. You're going to drop the back knee down for low lunge. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hips forward. This is one of those you should do every day, stretching those right hip flexors that are really tight, especially if you sit all day. So you can hold a static stretch about 60-80%, or you can pulse here a little forward and back. Forward and back. Option to stay here or lift the arms up for Anjalayasana. And come on up. Right hip is over the right knee. And you will take your right hand down for an easy twist. Or you'll hook the elbow over the knee for a deeper twist. Come on up for high lunge twist. If you're able, arms open. And even backward spine For some of you, you can connect your hands underneath for a super deep stretch without falling over if you didn't just eat and release. All right. So now we're going to stretch out the shoulders. So if you have a block, it helps to open the shoulders even more. If you don't have a block, just use your hands. That's fine. So we'll come into puppy pose first. Hips over knees, forehead on the floor. You're going to walk your elbows forward till the elbows are about ear level or forehead temple level. Press your elbows in to the floor and reach up like this. If you have a block or a book, then it's a bigger opening for the shoulders. If you don't have a block, it looks exactly the same like this, the palms together. And now it's super easy. With the block, it's harder. Okay. And release. We're going to release the block now to the side. And we are going to strengthen our shoulders, so the strength and stability of the shoulders with a little dolphin push-up. So if you've never done it, you can watch me first. Basically, you clasp your hands. Your elbows are more narrow than the shoulders, but under the shoulders. Press down. Basically, it's a downward dog on your forearms. The head is not touching. From here, you're going to rock forward into plank and then lift up from the hips into downward dog. Forearm plank and then up to dolphin. So this really builds that stability and strength in your shoulders. If you've never worked on it, maybe 1 or 2 is enough for you. So don't overdo it. You don't want to hurt your shoulders. Otherwise, you can pop out 10 if you're able to. Or if you want to just hold dolphin, that's fine too. A nice opening for your shoulders. Okay, and then we'll take a break here. Let's go ahead into our hips now. So we're going to take our right leg forward for pigeon. So let's take the right knee out to the side for pigeon. The hips are in the center of your mat. If your hips are super tight and it's hanging up really high, you can shove a pillow, a block under the right side of your hip. Or if it doesn't work out for you, you can just lay on your back and do this one, the figure 4, right ankle over the left knee. So you'll still stretch, interlace behind your hamstring or in front of your shin. And you'll still get the piriformis and the outer hip. You can choose. Most people are okay with pigeon, so I'm going to come back here. And you can hold a static pigeon, or you can do a moving, dancing pigeon. Forearms down, and just kind of look over the mats. Kind of look over the mats on one side, and look over the mat on the other side. You just feel a little deeper stretch. See, my opposite elbow can lift. That's fine. But whatever side you're looking at, you want to press that elbow down. All right, and come on up. So not everyone can do it, but if you're try to keep your hips squared, that's mean the hips stay forward. Okay? Keep the hips staying forward, and you're gonna bend that back leg up. So don't open and splay into a cheerleader split. That won't feel good. So hips are still forward. See if you can grab your foot. If you can, you pull it in. If you pull it in pretty deep, see if you can flip the grip so the fingers flip over the toes, and then you curl the toes back. Deeper quad stretch. And if you have that clamped down, try to lift the arm up for a full mermaid pose. And we'll switch to the other side. You can just switch legs, or if you want to work through one more vinyasa, go for it. Left leg up and bring it forward. Square the hips forward and come on down. Again, if you need to lay on your back, just switch your legs. So your left ankle will go over your right knee if you're on your back. And then you will interlace your fingers behind your right hamstring or in front of your right shin if you're on your back. So square the hips forward here. The hips. Again, we hold a lot of emotions there in the hips, so just really let go here. Breathe deep into your belly or deep into your hip, the piriformis, wherever you're feeling the stretch, just send your breath there. And just really relax. Into that. Again, you can just hold your static pigeon here, or if you like, you can look over the mat with your forearms and elbows down. On the side, you're looking over the mat. Oh, bye, Suresh. Thanks for joining us today. Okay, and then we are going to turn over to your right. See if you can catch your foot. And pull it back if you can. If you have a mermaid practice, see if you can clamp your foot with your elbow crease. Keep your thighs squeezing in together and maybe do some kind of mermaid. Okay, and we're going to bring that back foot forward. Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, and you're going to fold forward here. So use your elbows to press your knees down a little wider if you can. All right. And then we're going to come onto our backs. Little bit of a back bend. We'll start with a bridge pose. So elbows down, lift your hips, bring your feet closer together. You're going to fire your glutes separately and you can see the blind spots, which glutes are stronger or weaker. Let's lift your right leg. It can be right here or all the way up here. And then see if you can take your hips down and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switch. Lift it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And release and just knock your knees together and notice what side was easier or harder for you. And then we're going to go up. So if you're going to do bridge, you're going to go up like this and you're going to clasp your hands together, walk your shoulders together. Bring your feet closer together and you're going to lift your leg. If you have a full back bend practice, you have to use it or lose it. Especially in quarantine, we don't often get time to do a back bend. So let's try our back bend practice. If you have one, of course. Top of your head and straight up. So whether you're in bridge or back bend, bring your feet closer together. Let's lift the right leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Okay. Usually I do that more than once, but we're running out of time. So lucky you. Our feet as wide, almost as wide as the mat. And you're just going to windshield wipe. Drop your knees to the right and the left and the right and the left. All right, let's draw the right leg straight up. Scissor the inner thighs, straighten both legs. Lift your head and shoulders, walk up the leg. Kiss your knee. And draw the knee into your chest. Let's take a spinal twist here. Just your favorite spinal twist. It could be bent knee, it could be straight leg. And other side, let's take the left leg up, hamstring stretch. You can come on up if you want to go a little deeper. Draw the knee into your chest. Take it across your body, stack your sitting bones one over the other. And keep it bent here if that feels better for you, or you can straighten it. And release. Okay, so you can stay here on your back, any kind of shavasana you like, or you can join me to close out the class. So, any comfortable seated position. Close your eyes, take a nice full deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and blow it out. Surrendering to your practice, let's take our hands in front of our hearts and press our hands into our heart center as we smile and feel blessed. And smile and feel grateful. And with gratitude for this gift of yoga and for our virtual world, our virtual class here together, let's offer one Om to seal it in. Inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for joining me today. And if you enjoyed the class, please give it a thumbs up. And still trying to reach the 500 subscriber on YouTube. So please share my channel. Don't forget the thumbs up. And see you guys. I normally stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday at 5 p.m. So thanks for joining me. And thanks to... Bye. Be safe until next time.